Hello everyone and welcome to the today's analysis of Sweden's competitiveness. We are the group Sweden, myself Sufyan Dolkawala, Ajay Chaudhary, Johan D'Souza, Amandeep and Deepika. Today we are going to analyze the competitiveness of Sweden. First, let us go through our content. We are going to first introduce the Sweden through an introductory video. Then we will go to the country's profile, which is location, size, economic composition, and performance. Later, we will analyze the country's competitiveness with the help of diamond model, and we will try to identify some key issues. Also, we have some recommendations, and finally, the conclusion. Now, let us go through a short introductory video of Sweden.
Frozen plains, cosy cottages, rocky islands, and Viking folklore. Sweden has all that, plus impeccable style and exceptional dining. In some ways, visiting Sweden feels like walking right into a fashion or home decor magazine. But to really appreciate this country's charms, you have to leave the city behind. Hiking, camping, cycling, skiing, boating and fishing are all major Swedish pastimes, and it's easy to get in on the action from just about anywhere in the country. The nation's capital calls itself Beauty on Water, and it certainly doesn't disappoint. Besides its aesthetic virtues, Stockholm also has top-notch museums and all the shopping anyone could ask for. Sweden has some absolutely gorgeous hiking trails, most of which are well maintained with mountain huts along the way. A good place to start your adventure is the northern village of Abisko. The twin phenomena that have made the north of Sweden so famous, one natural, one artificial, are both found beyond the Arctic Circle. No other natural spectacle compares to the aurora borealis. Traditionally, basic Swedish cuisine is a humble, healthy enterprise. But in recent years, the country's top chefs have pushed the boundaries. Dining out in Sweden can be an adventure and an experience. It's hard to overstate the beauty of the Hanseatic port town of Visby, in itself justification for making the ferry trip to Gotland, a travel photographer's dream and food lover's heaven. High season runs June through August. November through May is the best season for winter sports adventures, the Northern Lights and holiday markets. Travel costs in Sweden can range from less than 1,000 kronor a day if you enjoy a campsite and fast food, to over 2,000 kronor for a top-end hotel and dinner with drinks at a good restaurant. Transport in Sweden is reliable and easy to navigate. Trains are affordable and extensive, and buses offer more thorough coverage than trains. Lush green forests dotted with Viking relics, glittering lakes and waterfronts, wild hikes and windswept islands. Sweden's natural beauty is unparalleled, and with its unsurpassed design culture, it knows a thing or two about style too.
Okay, that is it. This was a short introductory video of Sweden. I hope you all like it. Now, next part will be done by Deepika.
Country profile, location and size, economic composition, economic performance. Next, economic location and size. Sweden is a Nordic country in northern Europe. It is located on the Scandinavian peninsula and shares border with Norway to the west and North Finland to the east. Sweden is connected to Denmark by the British Tunnel across the ocean. The country covered in area of 4,49,964 kilometers and 1,73,732 square foot meters. Sweden is the 55th largest country in the world and in Europe. Stockholm is the capital and largest city of Sweden. Next. Economy composition. Sweden economy is developed and export-oriented, heavily dependent on manufacturing. Other important industries include agriculture, tourism, finance. Private manufacturing industries employ favor people than public manufacturing industries. Privately owned companies account for about 19% of the industrial output. The automotive sector is the largest in the manufacturing industries, accounting for almost half of the industrial value added. And the aerospace and automotive manufacturing plants are located in the southern part of the country with globally recognized automakers such as Saab and Volvo. Electronic and electronics and electric plants are mainly located in Vas- Vassara and Stockholm, with Stockholm being the largest producer of communication equipment. Small plastic and metal processing plants are located in the southern part of the country. And biotechnology and pharmaceuticals are among the fastest growing subsector in the country, located near leading medical research centers. Next, uh, economic performance. The Swedish economy is start 0.9% quarter on quarter in quarter four of 2022, larger than previously reported flash figure of a 0.6 fold. And this market the first contraction in the third quarter with household consumption and fixed investment both falling while government spending grew slightly. Net trade made a marginal contributor to the contraction as both export and import dropped. And on the annual basis, the economy contract to 0.9%, the first drop since quarter four of 2022 after a monthly device quarterly expansion of 2.7%. Household consumption is the main component of Swedish GDP, accounting for 46 of total use, followed by government consumption 26% and gross fixed capital formation 23%. Export of goods and service account for 45% of GDP, while import account for 41%, adding 4% of total GDP. The highest and lowest quarterly growth rates recorded in Sweden were 7.50% and -8.10% respectively, with data available from 1981 to 2022. Next slide, slide show by Mandeep.
Uh, yes. Now we will discuss about diamond model. Diamond model analysis of Sweden, and there is two parts: competitive analysis and identification of key competitiveness issues. And first of all, we will start from the competitive analysis and factors of diamond model. There are six factors: factor conditions, demand conditions, firm strategy, structure, and rivalry, related and sporting industries, role of government, chance. Next slide, please. Yeah. Um, Competitive analysis of Sweden. First of all, we will start from the factor conditions. Sweden produces high number of engineers, and that drive the technical inventions in industries. By the number of engineers, it helpful to the technical inventions in all industry in Sweden. And employment rate is very high in all over the world as compared to the world. In Sweden, the Swedish workforce is highly skillful, and especially in problem solving in technical rich environment. Policies needs to look forward to maintain Sweden's skilled workforce advantages. And in the demand conditions, high-based firm can create the competitive advantages against their competitors from abroad. The ability for companies to identify customer needs is highly dependent on the home market. Firms have a better understanding of their home market to innovating and improve products and services. And proximity and culture aspect leads to the clearer communication um, and better understandings of the home market. Definitely by the culture aspects, companies can better understand these of the home market. Firms can reach competitiveness advantages more easily on the global scale if they have high market shares in their home market. Next. Uh, Related and sporting industries, a supply industry that are the competitive on a global scale can transfer their advantages to many other industries, which means that these sectors of industries have possibility to compete internationally because of the suppliers can support them in terms of qualities and other features. Swedish companies have the competitive advantages in the fabricated steel industry, such as the cutting tools and ball bearing, due to the sophisticated local supply industry in especially steel. The success of the success of the tool production industries in Japan in due to the having one of the best suppliers of motors and other builders components. Firm strategy, structure, and rivalry. There is this strong norms of the interpersonal interaction and social norms of individualistics or social behavior, attitude towards the authority, professional behaviors, and attitude towards the risk taking shape the way Swedish companies operate. And by the corporation of the firms, labor union, and the government, which promotes the innovation and competitiveness. And competition in Finland, in Sweden, export-oriented industry with the focus on the quality, innovation, and the sustainability. There are the number of products which are exported to the other countries by the Sweden. It gives the main concern on the quality, innovation, and the sustainability of the product. Next. Chance. Act of the pure innovation. Sweden gave the main focus on the pure innovation, and major technological discount is biotechnology and micro electronics, and continuities in inputs cost, such as the oil shocks, significant shift in the world financial market or exchange rates, surge of the world or regional demand, political decision by foreign government. The role of government, there is an important role of the government in the education, infrastructure, and innovation, and international trade. And if the Swedish government has investment highly in education, providing high quality education to its citizens and creating a highly skilled workforce. Yes, definitely, government provide to the education to the workforce, because of that they have to become the more talented, and by the education they have to become more innovative. And the government has invested in the infrastructure, such as the transportation, communication, and energy, to support the growth of the various industries. And the government has a long-standing history of the supporting innovation and research and development, with a particular emphasis and on sustainability. The government promotes international trade by the signing free trade agreement with various countries worldwide. And the government regulates some monitors various industries to ensure that they operate in a fair and a competitive environment. Yes, next part will be discussed from Johan.
Identification of key competitiveness issues of Sweden. Next. Key competitiveness issues of Sweden. Factor conditions. Sweden listed among the richest countries in the world, ranking 16th. The country's infrastructure and technological innovation are highly developed. Skilled labor is abundant due to the use of technology in various industries. Capital and finance are not no issues due to the country's strong economy and wide banking sector. Demand conditions. Sweden's business market has great opportunity, especially for MNC markets to enter. Highly skilled workers contribute to the R&D of the market. The market growth rate is high, and the country has invested 46.8 SEK billion in R&D in 2023. Next. Firm strategy, structure, and rivalry. Strong strategy is important the business to compete and grow in the market. Competition exists in the business sector regardless of the size of the business. A strong strategy provides opportunities for growth, product feedback, and revenue. Automobile industry in the leading industry in Sweden with a net worth of 9.98 US billion dollars, supportive and related industries. Sweden has a strong and stable economy with resources in tourism, agriculture, automobiles, industrial machines, and telecommunication. Agriculture reports generates 1.29% of the country's outsourced income. Gross national income of Sweden in 2023 is 1500629.00 SEK billion. ICT sector is the fastest growing sector in Sweden, helping startups and contributing to R&D. Sweden is now the #1 country in the world in the ICT sector, surpassing Silicon Valley. The sector has grown to a point where many startups have been leaving Silicon Valley and moving their base to Sweden for better opportunities. Next. Key competitiveness issues of Sweden, the government. The government plays an important, significant role in the country and in the economy and finance of the country. The government spent approximately $633.75 US billion on a GDP in 2023, the highest in any part of the European countries. Tax policy is used for the welfare of the citizens, with 25% taxpayers moving money going towards healthcare and education, 5% towards police and military forces, and 42% to social security. The chance Sweden has taken chances and risks to become the world's richest country. R&D has played an important part in the country's progress and stability, making it one of the best countries in the business world. Now, the next part will be spoken by Ajay.
Thank you, Johan. Now everybody speaks about the innovations, transformation, sustainability, and their investment with the Sweden. But there are some recommendations to increase their competitiveness with the Sweden as a country, as a Sweden. Can you have the next slide, please? Yes, so this is the almost 11 factors we have considered to increase their competitiveness. The first one is innovation and R&D investment. Like Sweden has to encouraging and investing in innovation and research and development can help Sweden maintain competitive edge. It's also include that fostering a supporting environment for startups, for small and medium enterprises, providing them financial incentives for R&D activities and promoting collaborative between academic, industry, and government. And the second point will be digital transformation. It is also like they have to embrace the digital transformation across various sectors can improve productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. It also includes like investing into digital infrastructure, promoting digital literacy, skill development, and fostering the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in digital economy. The third one and the most important is sustainable practices. Like everybody is thinking about sustainable, but promoting sustainability in economy, social, and environmental dimension can enhance Sweden's competitiveness. That they have to do the sustainable business practices, promoting renewable energy, reducing carbon emissions, and promoting circular initiatives. So it will be there for the sustainability competitiveness. The fourth point will be education and skill development, as the topic itself says that they need to ensure that their highly skilled workforce will be there with the help of education and skill development, so that they can be on the edge all the time. The fifth one, international trade and investment. Strengthening international trades and investment can open up new markets for Sweden and opportunities, of course. With that kind of attitude, they will go with the flow, and they will have their diversifying export markets, attracting foreign investment, such kind of things for their country's revenue, we want to say. The sixth one, infrastructure development. Investing in modern and sustainable infrastructure, including transportation, energy, digital infrastructure, as I said earlier, can enhance the Sweden's competitiveness. It also includes connectivity, promoting green infrastructure, which is the part of sustainability, and investing in research and development for the future technology. Right. The seventh most part is collaboration and innovation ecosystem. Fostering collaboration and innovation ecosystem can promote knowledge sharing, networking, and cross-sectoral partnerships. Like cross-sectoral partnership means like they have to collaborate with the businesses, academic research institutes, governments, and supporting clusters and innovation hubs in strategic business. The eighth point is social inclusion and diversity. Ensuring social inclusion and diversity in the workplace can enhance creativity, innovation, and productivity. The ninth one, effective regulatory environment. That is also one of the important factor. Like they have those streamlining regulations and reducing bureaucratic barriers can improve the ease of doing business in Sweden. Because as we know that Sweden is like not at the top of the business point of view, but they can do it for the reliability of their competitiveness in the future. They also includes like regulation, reducing administrative burdens, promoting regulatory transparency and predictability. The last point is branding and marketing. When we say branding and marketing, like promoting Sweden's strength, such as its innovation, sustainability, like the steps they are taking, quality of life throughout effective branding and marketing, they can enhance its competitiveness. This includes developing strong countries' branding strategy, like we have seen into the other area, like Singapore did. Like they have to do the same things. Like on overallity, if they implement these recommendations, they can contribute to increase their competitiveness. And this is our group study shows that there is no personal opinion about it. This is only the as per as our study goes on. The next part will be done by Sophia. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It was a very nice and comprehensive analysis of the same. Now, let me quickly wrap up the things. So, concluding that Sweden is a highly competitive country, and there is no doubt about it, with a strong factor endowment, supportive institutional framework, and strong demand condition. But however, the country faces several competitiveness issues which can hinder the future growth. But as we have discussed, by implementing the targeted policies and by measures to address these issues, Sweden can further strengthen its competitiveness and can become the world's #1 economy, as Ajay discussed in the earlier slide. So that is it for today. This was the analysis done by our group, and we hope that it was to the point. And I would like to thank all of my team members. Without them, this was not possible. And I would also like to thank Murad sir for allowing us and for giving us this opportunity to analyze the key competitiveness issues of the world's quite popular country, which is Sweden. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sofian. Have a nice day, team. Bye-bye.